Hello traders, this is David from Wave Trader. Today I want to show you a couple of trades on two currency pairs I'm in right now. One of them is the New Zealand Japanese yen and the other is the Australian US dollar pair. So right now I'm on the New Zealand Japanese yen pair, the 4-hour chart, and I'm going to go to the monthly chart again and show you from the top down what I saw and why I took this trade. So this is the monthly chart. So on the monthly chart, even though the market has been in a progressive downtrend, our focus will be on the latest candle, and you can see that it was preceded by an inverted hammer. Okay, and usually when you see a hammer bar on any time frame, going to a lower time frame will reveal that there's a wave bottom or a wave top situation there, as the case may be. So this inverted hammer was a sign that there was a wave bottom situation here. And from the monthly chart, you can see here that this move is a retracement of the most current downtrend. So what I'm saying is, if I were to take my levels from here to this point, then it's safe to assume that this move is a retracement of this downward move. So that means, let me just make it bigger here. So that means we are looking at a possible retracement up to the 62% level or even higher. So going down to the weekly chart, you can see here immediately that we have a wave bottom situation, like I said. So when I saw this wave bottom situation last week, today is Monday, 14th of October. So last week, Friday, I saw the wave bottom, of course, and I analyzed the pair. But it was today that I decided to go in when I got an opportunity to do so. So anyway, we have a wave bottom situation here. And if we were to plot our levels on the weekly wave bottom that we have here, you'll see that we have price targets going up here. Now, I set my profit target to the fourth one. That doesn't mean that I'll necessarily wait, because this will take a very long time. But it gives me reason to hang on to the trade. At the very least, I want to hang on until I can get to the first trade targets. And if the market doesn't retrace after that, then I'm going to still keep my eye on the fourth price target on the weekly chart. But let's go down to the daily chart and see what we see. So this is the daily chart, and you can see here the wave bottom situation is well defined. Okay, now what are the parameters in order for you to get into a trade when you see a wave bottom? First, you have to see a valid wave bottom situation like this. Check. Second, we have to have a cross of the EMAs 21 and 5, which in my own case is usually shown by these arrows, the red and the green. So now we have a green arrow here. So that's the second check. And third, we need to see a golden cross. In other words, the MACD trigger line must have crossed over the MACD line. So we have that here. Okay, and everything points to this move going upward. So if we were to still plot our APAC here, which is still the same as the weekly now, you can see that our price targets are up in this area. Okay, so all it boiled down to now was to find an entry. I now know, and I knew that this thing was going up, but I had to find an entry. So of course I saw it on Friday and I knew it was going to definitely retrace, so I waited till today. And so I've been watching it. Okay, the retracement actually started from Friday, so I watched it all of today, and then sometime, I think before the New York Open, I decided to go in with a market order. Okay, and then this is what I did. I took retracement value of this third leg here. Okay, and I determined that this was the 62% level. So what I did was, let me mark the 55%. So you can see that the market came exactly to the 55% region and began to retrace. But this time around, I did not wait for it to get there since I already knew it was going to retrace. So on the 1 hour chart, I was watching this on the 1 hour chart, and I think I went as low as the 15 minute to get an entry. So how I got into this trade was in this region. Okay, I saw that a positive divergence situation was forming. Now bear in mind, I already knew that I was just waiting for an entry. So I saw this, okay, as at that time. And of course, now looking at it, you can tell that this is not, it's valid, but at that time, the MACD was somewhere in this region. But seeing this move, okay, I decided that, okay, this was a positive divergence and I was going to get in. So I got in here, okay, and then I think I just shut down the computer. I didn't bother to watch anymore. I knew that there would definitely be a little bit of a drawdown since I didn't wait for it to get to the 55% retracement. And you can see consequently what happened. So there was a drawdown to that level, the 55%, and then the market now proceeded to give me a wave bottom situation on the 15 minutes. Okay, and then the market is going up. So I'm currently in profit, and I decided to go in again with another market order here. Okay, so if this is a wave bottom situation and this is the third wave, I expect this move to curve and keep going up. Okay, so I'll keep my eye on this currency pair, and since my profit targets are way up there, I expect that I will be scaling my trades and going up as I see them. Okay, so now this is the New Zealand Japanese yen. So let's have a look at the Australian dollar. So the Australian dollar is also trending up, and I will go to the monthly now so that we can analyze. So on the monthly chart, this is what I saw. I saw an inverted hammer here, and then I saw well, a spinning top slash hammer. Okay, it's a sort of a hammer as well, but let's just call it a spinning top. So, and it's the same scenario as in New Zealand Japanese yen. I knew that there will probably be a retracement. So I went to the weekly chart and I had a look. And you can see that here, this isn't exactly a wave bottom situation. This is actually positive divergence, because this point here is actually 1 or 2 pips lower than here. But it's still a valid opportunity to look for an entry. So going down to the daily chart now. Now on the daily chart, you can see a valid wave bottom situation here. Okay, so this was the divergence situation we saw on the weekly chart. Okay, and usually when you see positive divergence or negative divergence on something like the weekly or the daily, you should know that that move is going to be very pronounced. Okay, so now seeing the positive divergence here and also seeing the wave bottom on the daily chart, I decided to wait for an entry. So going to the 4-hour chart now. So all of today, when the markets opened, I waited and I saw price coming down like so. So I took a retracement of this level as well from here, and I plotted the levels. Okay, and you can see that the market is still respecting our 55% level to a T. Okay, so once I saw that the market was close to the 55% level, I just decided to go in with a market order again, same as the New Zealand. You can see what happened. There was a slight drawdown and then the market proceeded to go up. So now I'm currently in profit, okay, and I've placed a buy stop here. I think the New Zealand, hold on, I think the New Zealand Japanese yen, okay, this is a market order, but for the Australian US dollar, this one, I decided to place a buy stop here, because since the market has resumed its upward move, I believe that it's going to fill me in and push strongly upward as from tomorrow. So these are the 2 trades I've taken so far. Most of the majors are trending strongly right now. I believe the euro, the GBP, USD, they are both trending upward strongly, but I've decided to focus on the Australian US dollar and the New Zealand Japanese yen and just keep scaling my trades and catching opportunities as I see them. Okay, traders, I wish you happy trading and thank you very much.